we're live, and nobody really knows. To be honest, I don't really know. But we're live. We're live with a 2v2 tournament. I'm joined here with lovely Zigalo and his PF.
Hello. I'm glad to be back with my PFP and all.
He's back, and this has been a very crazy start to a tournament. We've currently done the first two rounds, or are doing the first round, the round of 64. We have teams playing right now. It's all very chaotic. 64 teams are going in. One will come out victorious of this 64 team tournament. How are we thinking, Ziggler? How are we looking? What are your thoughts on this so far?
Yeah, I mean, 2v2 is definitely a different beast when it comes to competitive due process. I mean, we've already, just looking at the bracket here, seen some upsets, so to speak. We've seen some matches that have gone really close, some that have already been blowouts. So really, I'm honestly more interested in seeing how these games play out on the stream, because I really don't know exactly the meta, so to speak, what these teams are doing to really come out on top in these games. So it'll be a treat to see.
I mean, it's a big shuffle of the meta, definitely. I mean, we've seen people, the meta on 5v5 is usually team play, but because it's a 2v2, it's more, can they get kills? Is it the single player game, or is it the team play game we know and love? It's gonna be good. We ourselves have watched a couple of matchups so far. What were our thoughts on the one matchup we watched, which was Kickflip versus KRM Enjoyers?
Yeah, I mean, wow. That, for anyone that didn't see that game, I don't know if you were following in the game, it was a 4-1 lead for Kickflip at one point. KRM Enjoyers brought that back to the final round of match point, and then just Kickflip working together, isolated the fights, and just won the game. It was, that round felt like more of an actual, team play, team-oriented kind of match, and both players on both sides were just having their rounds, popping off, and I mean, I don't know. We've seen a lot of attacks won in that game as well. Maybe that's something to follow for the upcoming matches.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something to look at. And the thing is there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Just died. But we shall be going into the first matchup soon. We are now going, the round of 64 is almost complete. Almost completed it. We are just awaiting a couple of games to finish. We've actually got a complete requeue on one of the games that we were going to be spectating. So we will have to pick a different game to go spectate. So I believe the first game we'll be going to watch is Lizards Gaming, which is a great name, versus RNG Strats, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Lizards Gaming. This is the problem, is they're all new teams. These are all new teams.
64 new teams coming out of the woodwork.
64 new
players
teams
from all different parts of the community. I mean, tough to follow, but really exciting to see who can come out on top. I mean, it's anyone's ball game at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it really is anyone's ball game, and it's quite hard and tricky to keep up with all the teams being made. We're currently, hopefully, we'll see if we can get if I recognize any of these people. I don't recognize any of these people, so we'll see if we can actually spectate this at all. If not, we might have to move on to a different game. Let's hope not. But this is very chaotic. Anyway, while we're here, we might as well plug the game that this 2v2 tournament is happening in. And of course, that is the wonderful Due Process, which you can buy right now. I believe we're still on sale for just a little bit more time. The Steam Summer Sale is still active, I believe. It's not. Never mind, it's not. I don't believe the Steam Summer Sale is active anymore. But that doesn't matter, because we're on sale still, baby! 92% off still for another 2 weeks. Come by due process. I heart DP. I heart DP. Ziglo hearts DP. We all love DP. Yeah. Come by the game.
Please get the game.
Get the game.
It's a great game.
Get the game. Why do you not want to play the game? It's a great game. It's going to be great. It's going to be good. It's going to be awesome. And fingers crossed we find a game to spectate. We will probably go... Hold on. I have a plan. I have a plan, everyone. I have a plan. I'm going to open the game just because I have a plan. I have a plan, everyone. This is all very chaotic.
This will be a great plan.
This is going to be a great plan. Great plan.
IGL, GVGM, he has a plan. We got to listen through.
Oh, my God. Okay. The plan is we're getting a rematch, or not a rematch, a remake of the game Trust the Process versus R6 is too easy. We could possibly spectate that. I believe that is probably a good way of doing it. This is all very new, guys.
Absolutely. First time 2v2 tournament to my knowledge.
Oh, so. I believe other than Reddit, this is the first time. But anyway, we're here. We've got the potential lineups for Lizards Gaming and RNG Strats. We've got Bunker Moss. Sounds very familiar. Charwhale, LCW, and Rafi98. Some good teams going on there. They sound like good teams.
Yeah, I mean, both teams won their first matchup 5-2. Should be interesting to see how they play out. And then the winner of that game will be going on against F86 versus the team we want to watch. Trust the Process and R6 is too easy. So a lot of exciting matchups at the top of the bracket, in fact. And I'm just looking around the league as well from the other games. It looks like the D and DP has taken out GSU. Is that a college? 5-0. And we also have Commune 5-0 over the Greasers. So I believe that's Jetford and Dylan 8.
That is.
So that's
lovely Jet and Dylan. Great players. And again, we're just trying to figure out, where games are happening.
Yeah, so many games the catalog here. It's... Yeah, and for anyone else not on the bracket, not seeing it live, I mean, we got DP Holics taking out Integrity, if I'm not mistaken. Bad. And Elise Atlas versus Cats and someone or another. So they're going to be going on to play Kickfleebs very shortly. Yeah, a lot of games already. It's hard to share them all. If you haven't looked at it, go on Challenge. The bracket is there and is updating live. You'll be able to see how every team is doing around the league, and as these rounds go by, it'll be easier and easier for Tetra and the crew to get these games spectated, and we'll be able to get you guys some great gameplay.
We've got a game at some point.
Let's go.
This one, I believe we can spectate because we've got to be friends with someone on Steam. We will be watching. Who is on it? We're going to be watching. Hold on, guys. It's going to be really good and really awesome. We're going to be watching SpongeBob and Patrick versus. Hold on. Where's the other side of this bracket? Who are they playing? Hold on.
They're playing. Is it Mizazzi? Miss Carl and Azzy Cat?
I believe so. Yes, SpongeBob and Patrick versus Mizazzi. We're going to be watching that. Lizard Gaming versus RNG Strat. Team of the Channel versus Group A. Okay. Holy. So good. Anyone that wants to run a tournament, fun thing here. Don't try and admin it and cast at the same time. It's quite a lot going on. Yeah, we'll hopefully get to that. I hopefully soon they are queuing up. Hopefully, I guess. We got added. Anyone got? Oh, they're called SpongeBob and Patrick. Okay, So they're cosplaying. Okay. Why don't
Amazing.
we just join a game? Just join a game midway through. I mean, they're short games. Why don't you just join a game midway through? Why don't we go and watch right now? I believe it's happening right now. DP Holics versus Kickflip. Why don't we go and watch that? Why don't we go and watch DP Holics versus Kickflip? We have two wonderful players. For DP Holics, we have Ghetto and Tommy on DP Holics. And then on the other side, we have Kickflip, who have
Logo and Chrome Trigger.
And Chrome Trigger.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great game. There we are. And we have on the side they're on. I'm going to join. This is really not Scuff, guys. Not Scuffed Cast. We love not having Scuffed Cast. This is very normal and fun. Has someone on the hats? Oh, do they?
Honestly, we might be able to just turn this into a DPL Red Zone stream for anyone that watches American football. Maybe this isn't
just
the game jump from game to game, you know?
This game isn't being streamed. They're just doing a scrim.
Oh, okay.
They're practicing. They're practicing for the upcoming games. This is going really well, guys. We're really...
We jump in to due process as well. See if there's any games going on.
Okay, hold on. There's a game about to start, guys. Okay, hold on. There's a game about to start. If you look for someone, you might not see them. Raffy 98 and LCW. This is the game this is the game we're about to spectate. Yeah, never mind. Let's go back. Scrap everything. Scrap everything. Let's go watch Lizard Gaming and RNG Strats. Scrap everything. Budkin Moss and Charwell versus LCW and Raffy 98. I'm really good at this here.
We got our matchup. That's all that matters.
Holy. Guys, we're on our way. It's going to be close. Can we see them? That's a real question. Please let us see the game. Please let us see the game. I think one of them is called One Note in game. I see it! Do you see the game? Do people see the game? Someone just click spec. I've just seen the spectate button go away. We're watching Raffy 98 LCW versus watching Lizard Gaming versus RNG Strats. This one.
Lizards Gaming is apparently now some Microsoft programs as well.
Some Microsoft programs. They've been turned into the Office suite, unfortunately.
Bought out by Bill Gates for the 2v2 tournament. They have a very simple plan here as well. Looks like they want to go right into green on entry and wall charge into that brick house. Raffy and LCW have a KRM and a Gruber on the side of them. And just about a minute now to have to handle the onslaught that we're going to be seeing from Lizards Gaming.
Yeah, it's going to be a very intense fight. I mean, both these teams, I have no idea who they are. But the more new people, the better. And we see they're bringing the wall charge. Raffy might die here to the wall charge.
We got to be careful.
He's just out of range, I think. Might walk into it. They're getting the flash just prepped. Goes out. Flashbang on Raffy. He's able to pick up one. He's not. XL takes him out. There's a trade from LC down to 1v1.
Trying to move to the barb, too.
Yeah, pretty dangerous barb, I think. LCW playing backstage. Charwell, 13 left, has to push up. LCW on your screen is about to clutch up, I think. Charwell not knowing where he is, and LCW takes him out. Wonderful first round there.
There you go, LCW with the big AK. The KRM gets 2 and collects that first round for RNG. Yeah, I'm really curious. Is all the maps, there are C-stores and kill houses, correct? Those are the 2v2 maps?
Just C-store and kill house here.
Gotcha.
We like nothing else. We love C-store and Kill House.
Absolutely. I mean, definitely the best tile sets for this game. And loading onto the second map, teams switch sides every round, by the way. So no saving economy from previous rounds. It's all about investing everything you can in the most optimal way possible. And for the side of RNG Strats, it looks like they want to do a little bit of a smoke push onto the storefront, maybe accessing from the red door. And if I'm not mistaken, they do get 2 charges every round, right? The attackers have access to a wall and a door.
Yeah, they get a wall, door, and they also get torch, I believe. So they could open every single possible entry here.
Yeah, they can do a lot of pressure, create a lot of angles here. And as Team Microsoft or Wizards Gaming has recognized, there's not a green entrance, but definitely a lot of wall opportunities. And oh my goodness, that is going to be excelled down immediately. But the lights are off. I don't think Wizards Gaming anticipated them bringing NVGs though, and now the wall is open too. In Charwell, in a very, very precarious position, will get spotted out by LCW, and that's going to be round 2 for RNG.
Yeah, I mean, what a fast round. Fast, instant take there. We saw the door charge being used. I mean, for a team that I think they still think one of them is alive, but I think they've got to the bomb now. But for a team that flick power and realize there isn't a green, we saw them play very, very close to that red door. Too close, some would say.
Yeah, absolutely a little too close. I think they wanted to get a barbed wire in front of the passageway that narrow red door had, but simply got a little too close and was unfortunately in the radius here. Now we are back on Kill House, and we're seeing a lovely breezeway and cage access points for the attackers here. Torch will definitely be useful to open up one of these 2 access points and give them a lot of pressure onto Brickhouse Bomb. RNG is going to have to defend from pretty much every side here. Maybe there could be a consideration from playing in is that Crossfire room? That's definitely a new one. I haven't seen that one in a while.
Old room. This is a 2v2 only room, actually, Crossfire room, and it exists on 2v2 maps. So there is a bit of knowledge that comes from playing 2v2s and figuring out what's going on. They're not bringing a charger. They're going to full green this. Very strange.
Okay.
On a 2v2 round, you have all the charges to use. Why not use any?
Yeah, maybe they're trying to stack up on those extra flashes and maybe try to catch the defenders off guard if they can. Defenders obviously not knowing this, they're going to have to plan for every potential push. And wow, Charwell gets a very early pick, and this time puts LCW in a 2 versus 1 scenario as they are trying to grab the extinguisher. Oh my gosh! We have a TK with the frag grenade. A 1v1 now.
It always comes down to these 1v1s. Charwell pushing up very fast, but isn't able to take out LCW. Wonderful play there. I mean, TK really, really messed up that attack. Not good at all.
Yeah, very unfortunate there. Got a little too close to the frag grenade and not only took out your teammate, but also lost half of your own HP. So definitely don't want to do that in the future rounds, but with the 3-0 deficit for Wizards Gaming, this defense is going to be of utmost importance for them to get back into this game. Let's see what weapons and utility they bring to try to get their first round now.
We're on this C-store. This is actually a new C-store because this is one of the few maps I actually know making. I don't remember making many maps. It's kind of a blur, but this one I do. This is actually based on many of the 2v2 maps prior didn't have much competitive integrity. But as I am an awesome map maker, this has competitive integrity. We've got 1 red door. Any of the new 2v2 maps will have one red door, 1 green door, so that attackers cannot use that double charge to open up all the entrances.
Fair enough. And it looks like XL and them recognizing that are going to place a barbed wire for the first red door, and they're going lights off once again. really banking on LCW not bringing NVGs when it is afforded to them, and they have once again brought those. We have a fast blow potentially coming out here on this entrance. Smoke grenade to cover the entry point as well, and maybe flash to get in here, but props to Wizards Gaming. They have backed away from this utility, not getting hit by any flashes, and Charwell with a really nice shot on the Raffy. LCW is on a singular HP point. Has to do the heroics here of clutching out this 2v1. Can they pull it off?
And LCW goes down there as Charwell is able to pick up one more with the KR. They're really sort of banking on these night vision plays, on the counter night vision plays, sorry.
Yeah, it is crazy that they, that time the lights off seemed to play in their favor, I guess. Charo with a deep angle holding on the KRU. Manages to pick off two, and, you know, they're right back into it now. Now on Operation Rogue Flaming. We have RNG strats. Let's see what random strategy they have this time. Maybe they'll also go for a light hit. There is a deli window that does provide a lot of angles into the storefront there. Really curious to see how the defenders play around this one. Extinguisher in hand as well. Maybe they can go for some funny little wraparound play in the smoke or something. But they have found two corners that seem to play with a lot of cover for them. Flickering the lights on and off too. Maybe trying to bait Wizards Gaming a bit. We believe they have a wall charge for this push. There is a clacker in hand. Charwell is going to be playing on this deli window, just trying to spot out some of those defender positions, and they have located one. Charwell is locking LCW in place, or sorry, that's Raffy in place, who's taking a lot of damage, but a good molly will slow down Excel and perhaps allow RNG to either fight the deli window or maybe wrap onto storefront. And they do take out the deli window player. Raffy's going to go for a peek. Trades a bit of damage, but Excel now, with Black Tar in hand, is going to get pushed. And RNG have now secured match point.
Yeah, that's the thing with 2v2 is that there is no tiebreaker. It's best of 9. So this either goes to 5-0, 5-1 right now, or Lizards Gaming is still able to claw back and win 4 in a row to make it 5-4.
Well, RNG right now has definitely pulled off a lot more of the defenses, but Wizards now are on defense as well. This is their opportunity. This is a must-win round and a chance for them to at least cut the deficit in half and maybe get back into this game. Looks like RNG favoring the backstage push, recognizing there is some wall bank potential that Wizards Gaming can do. But if they get in together and they get in clean, they have a great angle for defuse onto that brick house bomb. Excel and Charwell. Once again, Charwell with the KRU. He's done so much damage with it thus far. And perhaps we're going to see an Excel close play? Not entirely sure that tub case thing.
I thought that was going to be a complete push out of that red door. But RNG are already pushing it. They've got the wall charge. Char is going to die to this, I think, if he doesn't get out of the way. He gets out of time. Nade goes out and he gets Raffy, and it's LC that trades. Now it's down to XL versus LCW. And he peeks while reloading. 12 HP on XL. Molotov in hand. Can he do anything?
Can he do it? He still has that molly, like you mentioned. Can stall about 7 seconds on this push. LCW has to respect that. Is also on a low HP from all those swinging tub shots. Oh, a lot of pressure on Excel here. The fate of his team rests on his shoulders. LCW standing up. Will Excel be able to get the shot off? And he does not. LCW, once again, clutch master. I think that is their third clutch of the game, and a 5-1 on the side of RNG strats.
5-1 RNG strats. What a first game. It took us a while to get into it, but we're here and we've got a great first game. This is this is why 2-2 is so good. We're going to go straight into the next one. There is no breaks between these games until we get to Group A, B, C, D, until Group D, and then we're going to have a cheeky break between that just to catch our breath. So the next game we're going into, we're going to go and see a lovely friend of ours. We're going to go into Flogal. We're going to go to a Flogal game. We're going to go DP Holics versus Kickflip for the next game. It's going to be a good one. Let me get the team set up here. Let's see who is playing. So we've got DP Holics.
They have someone or another, I believe.
They do. They have someone, another, and Cats.
And then on the side of Kickfleet, who, as we mentioned earlier, took out probably one of the expected upper teams in KRM Enjoyers. They're going to be Flogel and Chrome Trigger.
Yes.
The
Two
NAEU
very
partnership.
good players. NAEU, lag versus non-lag. We'll see how this goes. This could come down to a very close game. But all for Trigger and Flogel possibly. It could lead to something bad. But again, we shall see. It might be this the end, but we've seen that Chrome Trigger have beaten Flogel and Chrome Trigger have beaten Lacking and Gefter so far. So a very, very strong duo so far. I mean, it will have to come down to these final bits, but we'll see if they are able to get it done. It's all down to these, they're so short, anything can happen. Even a team that is experienced could struggle in this tournament. We shall have to see.
We shall. I mean, BO1s, it's make it or break it. You gotta bring your A game every round.
Mm-hmm.
Every round is precious.
Yeah, and specifically, it being no tiebreakers. There was. I did write on the challenge that it was a tiebreaker, but I don't know my own game, and so I didn't realize that it was best of 9. But we should be getting into game hopefully soon. I believe they will be queuing any minute now. We shall see. Did I write Char Whale? No, I wrote Cats. I did. I'm not crazy. I swear I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, I swear. But it's going to be a good game. I believe here we are. Here are the two rosters. We've got DP Holics, someone or another, and Cats. Two wonderful players. Cats very well, both of these teams are full of players we have seen before and have played the game for quite a long time. Someone or another, very, very OG player. Same with Cats. Cats is an alpha player, if I am not mistaken. We've got Flogel and Chrome. Who do we think is coming out on top here, Zig?
Yeah, I mean, after that first match that we saw off stream, I mean, I got to give it to Flogel and Chrome. Great players on Cave Dummies, and wow, we're right into it.
We're right
already. Chrome just takes out Cats. Just that's the round. 2-0.
That's the round. 2-0. We're in. We're getting in there fast. We're not messing around.
That's a big thing with Chrome Trigger. For anyone that's watching, he is a very, very, very aggressive player. He does not wait around. He tries to catch you on your toes. Just a in-your-face kind of play style. So that's something that Cats and someone or another are really going to have to adapt to, because Chrome will, you give him an inch, he'll take a mile kind of deal. You got to be heads up and aggressive yourself on these doorways. You got to challenge him.
Yeah, it's definitely something that Chrome is just like, we know what Chrome's going to do. He's just going to swing everything. So it is that you have to counter for the counter. You got to play the anti-Chrome. You got to be ready on a green door. He's going to knack it. But getting onto the C-store, we've got some lovely... we've got a double blow actually coming out from Kickflip. See the wall charge on the entrance and the door charge in Flogel's hand. They're going to go for this freezer blow. We'll see how much damage they can deal. And the wall charge goes out. Molotov to slow down the push. And now Flogel is wrapping around, and I don't think they expect it. Door charge goes out on Freezer, and Cats is ready for it. Chrome Trigger pushing into entrance. Flogel is now going into the green door. They're literally opening every entrance possible. But someone or another is able to pick up Flogel. It's down to a 2v1. One or another with a AK. Chrome is able to pick up one. It is getting dangerous. Someone or another, half HP. AK in hand. Chrome with a flash and a pistol. He doesn't have his AP reloaded. He's going to go for that PK. And he's able to take out someone or another. Holy!
What a round by Chrome Trigger. Insane clutch there. Pistol in hand is able to take out the KRM player and give them a 3-0 lead very quickly. And I mean, I liked what they did on that attack too. They pressured green. They blew the freezer door. They even opened shutters. They kept DP Holics guessing on where their actual push was coming in. And despite still losing Fogel on that initial entry, Chrome just is able to secure all of Storefront by himself, isolate his fights, even though they were swinging him in a 2 versus 1 scenario. And, you know, he gets one there. He makes something happen out of nothing. And now it's on Cats and someone or another to pull off an epic attack here to get on the board.
Yeah, they have to do the impossible. But we're seeing a pretty good play coming out. We're seeing this cage being used. Many people don't know, but you can actually spawn inside of cage as a defender. So it's quite a danger zone to push as an attacker. We'll see if they deal with it quite well.
Michelle, as Fogel and Chrome are opening up all of the angles here. They want to use that crossfire room to give themselves a nice crossfire on the breezeway. Wow, look at that. But Cats and someone or another actually probably hearing some of those positions and maybe those kicks, anticipating that it could be that doorway open, and are now going to try to avoid the breezeway altogether. Door charge down on the fence. That should open them in quickly. And with the wall to follow, they're now into the site. But a molly, good, well-timed molly from Chrome will stop that. And it gives Fogel the time to rotate back as well.
Second flash goes out, and they're swinging in. Chrome with a knack. It's Flogel that's going to be deadly here. But they're already on the defuse. Flogel cannot stop this now. They're defusing from behind the bomb. They have to swing, but Flogel doesn't have enough time, and they've done the impossible. They're able to pick up that first round. 1 on the board. This is going well so far for DP Holics. Not a very off-the-tongue sort of name. Maybe work on that one. But going well.
Yeah, that's definitely what we want to see from them. You know, those great heads-up recognition to understand the audio cues from the defenders, realizing that the doorways were kicked open. Walking out of breezeway would have potentially led to an early demise. And so they appropriately rotate back down. They isolate the fight on Chrome, and they get on the bomb. Really, really, really well played from them. And let's see if they can continue that now as they have to hold down this very, very interesting C-store. Green doorway onto the storefront that it looks like Chrome and Fogel want to breach and potentially just get right on the bomb from the south side of the map, out of the angles of Teller. In fact, I'm curious if Teller does have angles on the bomb there. I did see the window. Maybe they have angles on that storefront. I'm not sure.
It has that it's very good on green, that Teller, I believe. It will hold down that green very aggressively, so hopefully they use that to their advantage. They're going to be blowing this green. They're going to wait for this Molotov to go away. And Cats now with an auto. They're 3 behind, so they're able to get the auto and picks up 1. Cats is now going to try and wrap around and try and catch this other person off guard. Flogel in the 1v2. Sneaking around. I don't believe the defenders know where he is. But this auto is waiting and lurking. Like a shark in infested water. They pick up 1, but the auto swings. What a round!
What a round indeed. Cats, the hero with the auto shotgun, is able to dispatch Chrome immediately. And despite Fogel wrapping back around and picking off his teammate from an angle he wasn't expecting, Cats with the immediate refrag there secures that second round for them. And now it's anyone's game. Chrome back on the defense. They've only won 1 defense themselves. Can Cats and someone or another be able to equalize here on an airlock pillbox hill house.
Dear.
A lot of strong positions, a lot of areas that can delay the attack significantly, but it looks like they're planning out a potential door wall once again. Maybe securing an early pillbox below and then being able to work around the top side without the threat of pillbox and then get onto bomb inside of that extended records, I think. Or is that halls? I'm not even sure.
A lot of very strange rooms being brought out of the woodworks for 2v2. Stuff I no longer agree with as a level designer. Guys, airlock's a good room, I promise. Said no one ever.
Oh.
Yeah, I baited you.
You had
there.
me fooled.
I had you fooled. But it seems like the attackers are going the long way round. I believe they're gonna go straight to this chrome door, red door. Chrome door, red door? Chrome trigger, red door. They have the nade ready. Are they gonna nade it? They are gonna nade it. Nade goes out. But chrome is ready here. And they're gonna try and wall charge the construction. That isn't wall chargeable. We get a swing from Cats. Nothing picked up, and someone or another is now behind this molly. Not going well for someone or another here.
We've got 10 seconds now to get on the bomb, and Chrome Trigger, oh my gosh, jump scaring around the corner there. He gets 2, and he brings the lead back to a more favorable advantage for Kickflip. And kind of shocked that DP Holics decided to go into that red door there. They had the charges. I thought their play in the pill would have given them a lot more safer control, at least, rather than having to work through a barb and swing into, just very long angles that those bricks provide for the defenders, and even the close opportunity as well didn't seem like it was in their favor there. Great molly by Chrome as well to isolate the 2 attackers, and now they themselves are at match point.
Exactly.
And they have
this match point.
Look at that, an office window drop with the potential wall charge opportunity to go straight into arcade here and avoid pretty much the majority of the map.
Yeah, it's a very, very strong wall charge here. But this is the C-store that, for some reason, has no floor. I genuinely have no idea how this has happened. There is no floor on this on the outside. They won't fall down, don't worry. There is a hitbox, so we're all fine. But for some reason, no floor. There we are. We can see the void as they run by. But we've got the attackers doing this wall charge. I believe they're going to double charge here. I believe they're going to charge both the wall and that storefront to office door. At the same time. Uh-oh, there's an auto behind that. Oh, no. Down to Cats, not able to do anything, and that is 5-2. The finishing scoreline to Kickflip versus DP Holics.
There we go. Kickflip rather, able to secure the rounds they needed. Very smart by them, honestly, to put that door charge there. I'm not sure if that was their intention to catch someone, creeping up onto their position in the office, but it worked out that way, I guess.
It worked out, yeah. Pretty good plays there. And so now we are moving on to the next area of the bracket. That is them done for the day. Kickflip is done for the day. The groups you're seeing now, they will play 2 games and then we play the rest of the games tomorrow. So we are now we'll go on to Mini Chaos versus Pick Up Your Phone. This is going to be a good game. We've got Mini Chaos. I believe this is a Roach team.
Mm-hmm. Roach and Coop, I think, or .0, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah, that will be a good game. So we shall go to them. We've got them versus Pick Up Your Phone. Let's see who's on Pick Up Your Phone. So we can get these teams made. Pick Up Your Phone.
It's looking like it's Arc Rose and Daddy Sanchez for the side of Pick Up the Phone.
What a team. What names?
What names?
Let's get those in our chat. We've got Arc Rose. A Rose.
A Rose? A Rose reference? Just giving a quick look at the lower half of the bracket. CL Gaming is defeated by Infi, which is Zephyr.
Mm-hmm.
Zephyr and HXXXD.
Yeah, Zephyr, very well-known player in the G-Braces community. Many have said that if he is to win the 2v2 tournament, they will all apologize for saying his takes are awful. But we'll see how this works. We'll see if stuff happens.
Yeah, we shall see.
Who knows?
They have
It's going to be a close game. Specifically this next one. Pick up your phone and Mini Chaos. Great teams here. We should see if we're getting into game. This is the problem, is that games are happening so rapid fire. I think we've got a bit of talk time. I believe it starts at 20 past. So I think we've beaten them to the start, which is good. This is great. We're actually on time. We're not delaying anymore. It's going well!
We're right in the ship, and we're going to the course. We're going to have all these great matches for you.
Yeah, we were on course for an iceberg, but we were able to go away. But while we're here, let's talk about how I love DP. Oh my gosh. If you didn't catch it before the streams, before I put the stream on the wrong Twitch channel, I heart DP. We're currently 92% off. You may have seen us on sale at the Steam sale, but that ended a couple of days ago. Oh my gosh. Steam summer sale ended. No more free games. Oh, what does the world come to? But wait! Due process is still 92% off. We're on sale for 2 more weeks, baby. We got an extra bit of sale time because we know how to plan sales. So we're live sale, 92% off. 69p. I heart DP. That's all I gotta say.
There we go. Couldn't have said it better myself, Tetra. That was
exactly.
Really excited. 2 more weeks. Get your friends in the game. Try it out.
Exactly. You could be playing in this 2v2 tournament if you would have checked out the game a bit earlier. But don't worry, because DPL Season 1 is still, you can still join DPL Season 1. DPL Season 1 is an open format. So you can come join in week 5, get 4 buddies and you, and join in week 5 and go compete against the people in the league. It won't be bad because they're at the bottom of the leaderboard. And so that will be really fun. I promise. But we'll head over to the rosters for this next match. What are we thinking? Zig? What are we looking at?
Yeah, you know, it's a battle of the known versus the unknown. I mean, Roach and Dot playing on this chaos, but you know, as we see here, only 2 of them, so mini chaos, just a little bit of chaos. And then for Arc Rose and Sanchez, I mean, shoot, I haven't seen them play yet, but there's already been a lot of surprises thus far in this tournament. This could be the team that could make a run all the way to the grand finals. We have no idea. That's why we're watching these games. It is a perfect mix of new and old players, DPL and casual community players. It's anyone's tournament. So I'm really excited to see what they can do, honestly. Maybe they can pull off what many would say would be the upset here against Mini Chaos.
Yeah. It's very interesting seeing all of these new teams emerge, because I think many people wrongly assume that new players are just bad at the game instantly. But that's possibly not true. We've seen some really good talent come out from new players and being able to frag. And I think being able to frag, you don't really know how. I think in 2v2, you don't have to have amazing game sense to be able to compete. But I believe we're in already. We're in. Wow. And what are we thinking on this map, Zig?
Yeah, I mean, especially on these kill houses, that unsuspecting wall right onto bomb, it's hard to plan out, hard to anticipate for the defenders. So it's really going to be on them here to see if they can dodge those flashbangs, or maybe just one flashbang? Looks like they're loading up on a frag grenade as well on top of all these charges, so it's going to be interesting to see if they can stop Roach and Dot here. They're going to be going quickly. Extinguisher, though, doesn't discourage Dot. He's right into there. They have a taken backstage, and with, I believe, the frag now gone, Dot's going to be able to push up with a volley. Will at least stop them from going up the stage. They got to dodge the flashes, and they unfortunately cannot. very quick first round for Mini Chaos.
Yeah, I mean, very well played. And they're showing my map issues, so if they could stop that, that'd be great. But with a very, very strong round there from Mini Chaos. We saw an instant play off that war charge, very fast. And again, like you said, nobody stops Dot from walking through Molotovs and extinguishers. That man will W key anything he is given. He has no care for his life in due process. He W keys everything.
Yeah, sounds like the perfect entry to me. Goes
Very
in,
true.
no matter what.
Exactly. That's what you want on a team.
Yeah. Through the fire and the flames, Mini Chaos are now ahead early, but they have to play defense now. And as we've seen already, defense can be very, very challenging. A lot of utility, a lot of different pushes that the attack can do on these condensed maps. Would like to see pick up your phone, maybe kick down that arcade door before they blow Deli an entrance, just to, again, apply pressure. You have to make the defenders think of where you can be, where you could be pushing from. But I will say these two blows here should give them much, much pressure onto the bomb. And Roach playing inside a teller, he may not be in the greatest of positions to really challenge the entrance and Deli push. Both doors and the wall are open. A flash pulled from far. Not sure if it gets anyone blinded, but it will allow our friend here, Freak Bob, to enter the building and get the lights off.
Wow, and Flash goes out, but it doesn't scare Dot. Dot, 10 HP. Roach, still full HP with a Gruber. And now John Pork is going for Dot, able to take it out. Roach from behind, though. Gruber damage goes out, and it's down to 1v1. John Pork has the bomb for him. John Pork is going to call, but will Roach answer? Playing this door, the teller door, very important in this fight. Roach swings out and is able to take down John Pork.
Wow.
But yes, he was able to answer the phone.
Yeah, right now, Chaos is certainly returning some calls here, making some plays of their own. With the lights off, Deli and Storefront exposed. Somehow, Dot and Roach are able to bring that round back. And with a 2-0 lead going into this kill house, really curious to see what they elect to do. Pillbox does create a lot of opportunities for pick up your phone to at least fight them outside should they choose to do so. But I haven't really seen a lot of planning on their side yet.
Yeah, it's definitely a... It seems like Mini Chaos are the ones with the game sense and the planning. Whereas Pick Up Your Phone are just trying to... They're just trying to work their way through the game. They're just trying to survive. But we see... I believe the barbed wire is about to be placed. Oh no, they're gonna Chrome Trigger against Mini Chaos. They're checking outside with the knack. Can they deal any damage with it? We'll see. They are going to be playing this way, but I believe the attackers are still sitting in trucks, and they're wasting the time the very little time that they have.
Oh, looks
Freak Bob.
He wants to get active. He's
He's
thinking about swinging. I don't know if Dotzera noticed the doorway was open, but luckily for him, he actually escapes that engagement without losing his life. They're in the pillbox, though. The wall will be placed, and now John Pork is going to be potentially feeling the heat here with 25 seconds left for them.
They have a nade. They're going to chuck it deep. John Pork is about to die to a nade here. Unfortunately, he goes down to that Roach nade, and it's down to Freak Bob, but he's not able to do anything, unfortunately. 3-0.
3-0 on the side of Mini Chaos. And wow, I mean, yeah, such a shame indeed. It looked like Freak Bob had an opportunity there to catch at least one off guard with the knack and the door kicked, but fortunately that opportunity did not bear any fruit, and they are now staring at a very, very difficult 0-3 comeback for them.
I think they should just give up the rounds. We need Freak Bob and John Pork in the finals. Their names are too good. They're very thematic. You know, I'm glad they've come with the PFPs, the names, and the team name.
Absolutely. We love teams with a lot of character like them, and I certainly hope this is not their final rodeo here. So we shall see. But I mean, for Roach and Dot, you know, they really need to win this game for themselves as well, I would say. So we'll see what they can do here. Legros in hand for Dot. We've been seeing a lot of people favoring the Legros in 2v2s. Maybe there's more value brought in that mode. I'm not sure.
Well, the defense weaponry is random every time, so it might be that Dot just hates every other gun that's on the back. But the wall charge is already out by Freak Bob. Flash goes out, and they're able to get this entrance. This could pose difficult for the defenders to hold this. Freak Bob able to get a bit of damage from Dot. He's 10 bullets. Can he get him? Dot swings. Dot is able to take out Freak Bob, and it's down to John Pork in the 1v2. Will John Pork wrap around? He won't. He's pushing for the bomb. He gets Dot down to a 1v1.
Oh, a well-timed flank by Roach there.
Yeah, very well flanked.
Yeah. That was a nice play by them, I gotta say. Using the wall charge to immediately get the entrance open is definitely a massive win for the attack, but unfortunately, Hot Zero with the Legros. All that damage he did on the first player in Teller, I think, really slowed them down and put them in a precarious position to try to get to that bomb there. But we'll see. Match point now for Mini Chaos. A lot of question marks being drawn on the map.
What they wrote Tetra Lights. Oh, this map doesn't have lights. I'm glad that they're complaining about lights when they've gone lights every single C-store.
For sure. For sure. And, I really do hope here that we can see the first of many rounds for John Pork and Freak Bob. But they are... they're fighting a very uphill battle. The extinguisher on the red door should be going off here in just a second. Maybe they can get some pre-fire shots down. But instead it's Dot, who once again gets through. But he is refragged really quickly. And Roach now, who is halfway across the street, I guess, is finally entered the building. He gets the pick on the John Pork. And unfortunately for our buddies here on Pick Up Your Phone, they will fall to Mini Chaos. And now it is Roach and Dot advancing forward onto the second day.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Freak Bob and John Pork were calling, but Roach and Dot just put down the phone, it seems. There we are. I tried to get that one in last round, but I got it in.
They might have smashed their phones, honestly. That was, ooh.
Yeah,
those guys...
they probably did. They probably threw them to the ground.
But we are
not messing around at all, and we're hopefully getting into another game quite fast. I believe we actually do have a bit of downtime now. The next game starts at 3:40. Group D, the final one before we take a nice break. And then we shall be hopefully moving on to something else. We should be moving on to the next groups. We shall be doing Group D next, Group D up next, and then E, F, G, and H will be after a short break. And then that's it for the day. We've done we had some games, and did some stuff early. Let's quickly check who is in Group D that we can ping to hopefully play a bit early.
Not sure. I mean, it looks like the buried department, which is
we could
buried
get
and
some Stormy gameplay going on. Why don't we try and get Stormy going? Right, who are Stormy playing?
It looks like they've already won their second matchup, actually.
Buy Due Process. Sure, it's on sale. DueProcess.info. Check Steam. Search Due Process. We're on Steam. We've got a website. DueProcess.info. Buy DP. I love DP. Oh my god, I love DP. 92% off. How can you not miss? What? 92% off. How can you not do that? That's like, literally, I've bought many things in my life. Many things. I bought this lovely t-shirt that has been bugged. I bought this lovely computer that's in front of me. But nothing comes as close as to how meaningful my due process purchase was, and I bought it at full price, imagine how much more worth it would be at 92% off. What? Such a good deal. Please buy the game.
Please buy the game. And as Tetra mentioned, I don't know many things have been 92% off. I mean,
Exactly.
that's a deal of a lifetime.
It's a deal of
You'd be crazy
lifetime.
not to take that.
No. It's like, how can you not take that? You know, it's genuinely deal of a lifetime. This game for free. And
Yeah.
I mean, I've got 1.7 hours in 1. I can't speak. I got like 1.7k for 69p. That is pretty good hour to purchase ratio, I'd say.
Yeah, without a doubt. And if you already own the game, ask a buddy. Hey, would you be interested?
Which you be interested?
92% off. Try this
92%
game out with me.
Try it out.
We
Please.
got to grow our community. We got a lot of great people here.
Right, let's get this. Are you good to queue early? Let's see. Stormy, they've played their match already. They're Australians. And so I think Buried wanted to sleep. So they did their match early.
Are we have any opportunity for Hard Boiled and Menace to play?
I'm just messaging Roby to see if they can play early. They're queuing hopefully soon, fingers crossed. Let me message actually. Let me message in the chat. Join the chat. Hello. Are we good to queue a bit early? We love adminning during casting. It's my favorite bit. We're seeing if they can queue just a bit early.
Absolutely. And I guess for some quick updates around the tournament, Team Yali and Brandon F have defeated Shadow and Split to now also advance onto the second day. Their team, top and bottom, is now going to be playing on Sunday and probably will be matching up against our lovely friends on the side of RNG Strats, LCW and Rafi, or maybe F86 with the missiles. So we'll see. Don't go anywhere for tomorrow. This tournament is a 2-day tournament.
It's a 2-day tournament, and there's so much going on over the days. We've just seen mini chaos, a team full of two absolute gamers, move on to day 2. And we also are seeing many good teams as well. I mean, Kickfleet moving on as well. Very, very good teams tomorrow. You don't want to miss those games.
Absolutely not. And, I mean, even for this potential matchup coming up in Hard Boiled and Menace, I mean, Roby and Willie Plays, they have already won a lot of games, or at least a lot of rounds, and have dropped very few. And their future opponents in the Menaces, apparently. We got Bird Menace and Ginger Menace.
Mm-hmm.
So can't underestimate them.
Menacing.
They're very menacing.
I'm very terrified. It's going to be very scary. But Jack to get back, of course. We're waiting on Jack. And then once he is back, we will hopefully see this game being played. We'll take a lovely break. Getting 2 new casters in. The lovely Troy and Coconut shall be casting groups E, F, G, and H. And then we're done for the day. But don't miss out. Come back the same time tomorrow, 2 p.m. EST. This time, not 2:40, because we're going to be doing the rest of the games. That's going to be great. It's going to be fun. We're going to see some very hectic stuff going on. Fingers crossed. Hopefully.
Well, I mean, do we have any updates from Goblin Gang and Steam Deck Gaming? Have they already played their match? I believe they might have, right? They're on the same time as Mini Chaos.
I hope they have. We shall see. Because I believe Steam Deck Gaming, judging by the name, is a wartime general team.
You would be correct.
And Goblin Gang, I believe, is Tommy and Ghetto. So that means that we're seeing maybe one of the greatest matchups tomorrow. You don't want to miss match 51 of the tournament, which is going to be Mini Chaos versus Goblin Gang, hopefully. We shall see if Steam Deck Gaming win, but I think it might go to Goblin Gang, as they are absolute... They just dominate.
Yeah. A matchup of teammates in DPL in the 2v2 tournament. I mean, can't get better theatrics than that. Teammates that know how they play. It should be a really exciting game.
Yeah, very, very exciting. Now, we're still just waiting on... They've just queued.
There we
Update.
go.
They have just queued. We should be getting into this match very, very soon. Fingers crossed. 5. Just to recap, definitely not because I'm submitting scores on the challenge, but just so we can go back if someone has just joined us. What were the matchup and what were the score lines of the previous last 2 games we have just watched?
Yeah, I mean, we saw Mini Chaos take out Pick Up the Phone 5-0. And then we also saw RNG Strats defeat Wizard Gaming 5-1 in our first match of the day, I believe on stream. Wish we could have saw the Kickfleeb KRM game on stream. There was a lot of good ones too in the first round and ones playing in the second round. Just a lot of teams. Wish we can't get all these matchups, but we'll get you the best ones we can.
Yeah, just trying to figure out stuff. I think we're just about to get in, but I believe the matchup as well is I believe Kickfleep went 5-2 up on DPHolics, if I am correct. Maybe 5-3.
I think it was DPHolics. Kickfleet DPHolics was, I think it was 5-2 or 5-3. Yeah, they was a closer game. It was a closer game.
It was a much closer game. There were definitely a lot of close rounds there.
Yes.
Very, very good. We hopefully are getting into this D game. Commune have already played their game. Okay. Thank you, Jet. Got a very stupid DM from someone. I'm calling you out. Stupid DM. Believe they are getting into game very soon. Fingers crossed. Are we good? Crossword is 2v2. What are teams? HBME. HA.
As Tetra already mentioned, Commune has advanced onto the second day. They're the only team thus far from groups E through H, I believe, that have that distinction of being able to say they're playing on Sunday. And as for the rest, you'll have to see right after this game when we have Coconut and Troy take over on the commentary. But in the meantime,
here we are. We've got the 2 teams. We've got the lovely Roby and Jack on Hardboiled, a split-off team of the lovely Moss Isley gang, to then have Menace. We've got Bird Menace and Ginger Menace. 2 very menacing sounding names. I'm very terrified.
A very menacing team name as well. I mean, just menaces all around. Maybe this will be a much greater challenge for the likes of Roby and Jack than even they realize.
Yeah. It's going to be very, very close. So let's put in hard-boiled, and then menaces. Just menace.
Menace.
Menace. Menaces.
Menacey. I'm not sure.
But we're in game.
Oh.
This is crazy. We got a bird and some ginger. Wow. I mean, they've really put everything into that setup.
I love that. Just like I love how our names are written on the top of the map there, but anywho.
Wow.
Jack and Roby. They're going to be on attack to start, and they only have brought a door charge. Will Roby grab the clacker? He does grab the clacker. And now this round looks instantaneously a lot more feasible for them.
Yeah, the door charge and clacker are a very versatile duo. but I believe that the defenders have already flicked lights on them. They're gonna... It's, for some reason, very, very strong play here is flicking lights. So let's go back on as entrance is blown up. Jack is able to take control of that power. And it's down to just 30 seconds left. They have 25 seconds to push off. The shotgun shots are missing, but Roby is able to take out Ginger Menace. And Bird Menace is pushing with the KR. Not able to pick up anyone yet. Reloads. Has to push bomb here. 40% already done. It only takes 5 seconds to defuse, so needs to push, and there's not enough time, and the defuse goes out.
Great first round from Hard Boiled there. Roby managing to survive the storefront rat. That, I think, was definitely the difference maker there. Had those tub shots landed true, Jack would have been in a much more difficult scenario. And speaking of difficult scenarios, we have a kill house here with a very large lumberyard. Very large lumberyard and a wall charge opportunity from entry that can immediately put pressure onto this isolated brick house site. And it seems the Menace are aware of that. They want to go and either torch or maybe door charge. And a Saber brought out as well. As we all know, the Saber, the one-shot sniper weapon that the Enforcers have at their disposal here. Should be interesting to see if the Gruber gang over on Hard Boiled can actually manage to take out Ginger on the Saber.
Yeah, this Saber is going to be very useful. They've got a very good kill house to use this Saber on. Very long angles to play off with. And I think Ginger Menace, Bird Menace, it's like we're talking about the Spice Girls here. Talking about Ginger Menace, Bird Menace. But they've blown up that wall charge, gained entry, and now they're using that Saber, very well used, to clear Bird Menace to push into Lumberyard.
Yeah, they managed to make sure they checked all their rat spots in lumber. There is a barbed wire here, which I believe Ginger Menace has the nade for, but does land at least 50, and they're going to chuck the nade deep. It's not going to connect, however, and this allows Roby and Jack now to play this barbed wire and lock down the entryway. Only 19 seconds left, but Bird Menace is going to get a pick, and through the smoke they go. They're running up on Jack, and they unfortunately do not land the shots necessary, but that was a very close round. Bird Menace almost the hero there. I don't know how they got through the barb and got one. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, very, very fast push. I think Roby there was quite low, 10 HP, I believe. So, very, very close down. Close down? That isn't English. Very low at HP is what I'm trying to say. So, it's very, very well pushed there from the attacking side.
And on Operation War Chariot, we have a much smaller layout than most small 2v. A freezer that you can actually walk in from the freezers themselves. There's a few outside that the attackers can actually shoot open and path into, but it seems like they're going to instead opt for all of their door and wall charges. Lights off and yet again, Tetra.
I don't understand what is with these new teams of flicking lights. They love a good light flick while on the fence. And maybe it is the strat. Maybe we're just too locked in on DPL strats. The flicking lights on defense is just... The double charge comes out almost though. There's the double charge comes out. And they've got this auto shotgun. They're right around the corner with it. Can they be able to run one with the auto? The shots are ringing out from Bird Menace with the Igma, and the auto is right around the corner. At the wrong door though! Ginger, we need you to rotate round. You're going to get swung here with an AP and die. Roby is on the power, and Ginger is way too far away to deal damage with the auto there. Auto is bouncing, Roby pushing him, but he's not able to do anything, sadly. Roby gets 2. There's 3-0 to Hard Boiled.
3-0 indeed, and man, I really thought that auto had the timing there. Unfortunately, had to respect the red door charge and was expecting at least one to push in, but Roby and Jack pairing up. We've seen a lot of tight pushes from them. They do not try to spread out and play crosses really a lot. They're opting to instead just, push together really close, try to get refrags. Maybe that's the strategy that's winning and working for them really well, because thus far they haven't lost a round. So
yeah, they're playing really dominant. I mean, we've seen Mini Chaos be able to 5-0, but having Hardboil 5-0 back to back is quite impressive, to be honest.
absolutely. This 2v2 format, while it's been around in due process for a while, at least in the, I guess in the tournament sense, is very new for a lot of people. So shout out to Roby and Jack for just catching on already. They seem to have a really good formula working, and maybe I've just jinxed them right now. We'll see. But until then, Jack's gonna get really close on this barbed wire inside of the entry point, or I think just the entry room, in fact. Barb gone, flash thrown by Bird Menace, and Roby does manage to get the molly off, but then now funnels Bird Menace and Ginger into a different part of the map. Jack has to, unfortunately, not able to, in fact, rotate and play with Roby. Roby on the flank, though. Quick defuse in the smoke. Can Roby get in there? He can't find his way. Oh my goodness.
Roby lost in the smoke, and they're able to get the defuse. 3-1. Med is able to put around on the board. And just absolutely lost in the sauce there for Roby. Unable to find where the hell he was.
I guess it is very funny that I spend a lot of time talking about how Jack and Roby play off each other. They're winning rounds, haven't lost a round yet, and lo and behold, they get separated in the green. The smoke cutting off the teammates. They're lost, not sure how to play off each other, and Menace just taking advantage of that. Gets a quick defuse down and gives themselves a round on the board here. We've seen this map before. Very interesting deli entry push. The first team we saw attack, I think, went for just the straight entrance and deli blow, but Hard Boiled flipping it up entirely. They want to go and wall charge into Teller. Maybe get access to the button and open up entrance. But the lights off again from the defenders will make that slightly difficult, as they can't hit that Teller button now.
Maybe it is the play. Are they going to adapt to this, or are they just going to try and still use that Teller? Because it's a very, very strong blow, even though you don't get that entrance. You gain 90% of the map with 2v2 maps, so a wall charge is very powerful. So let's see if they continue with this. I believe that was the smoke going out. Don't know why they're smoking after losing last round to a smoke. Wall charge goes out, and we're seeing a good Molotov there. Wonderful Molotov. Chipping away at Jack's HP. And what can they do? They're stuck in arcade.
Not sure, but it looks like for the meantime, they're going to fly out of Teller. Jack trying to pre-fire what he thought would be a close angle, but the defenders have fully rotated now to covering the lights on Deli. Roby does manage to get in. Does he hit the lights back on? He does. His teammate now, better visuals on the Ginger, who is stuck in entrance. The DL is holding close, and unfortunately cannot defeat Jack. Wow, hard boiled there. It looked dicey for a second. I thought Roby was going to push Jack into the Inferno and Teller. Didn't seem like he was going to be allowed to leave because Roby was following right up on Jack. Menace had the right intentions in mind with the lights off and the molly, but unfortunately the round doesn't go in their favor. And now they need to be perfect. They need 4 rounds of their own to win this match and send Hard Boiled out of the tournament. But Hard Boiled, with those 4 rounds, is just one away from going on to day 2 of our 2v2 tournament.
Can they do it? We've seen that attacking is a lot easier than defending. And being on defense is maybe not the greatest. They might have to give up a round to then close out 5-2. But we could always see a miracle defense.
Without a doubt. And Jack with a knack here, didn't mean to rhyme, is going Gonna have a lot of space to operate and at least wallbang on either the red blow or the green blow. Menace bringing the Saber yet again. I think I've seen the most Saber play out of this team. They don't have, I believe, any charges. They want to go for a full green. We've seen teams do this before.
Oh.
But the wall bangs are just far too devastating in a hard-boiled in yet another quick one.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely quick matches going on here. We're going to go for just a quick 5-minute break because we're going to need to swap casters over before we come back to you on the hour for our next game. We shall see you in about... I'm just waiting for Ben to get the timer right because I did do that quite fast. We're about to go very soon to a break. We're going to go to a break now.
Hello everybody, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the second half of the DPL 2v2 tournament. We're in an in-between season, right in between the first and the second half of the 5v5 tournament. So right now we're having our little 2v2 tournament with 64 beautiful teams playing. We're gonna be streaming the second half of the 32s. That means we're gonna be streaming bracket E, F, G, and H, or some of those games at least. We've got some very excited teams. I'm joined here today by Coconut.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm really excited for some of the teams we have in the other half. Some teams I'm really interested is Infi, and I believe there's also Nundex, one of my personal favorite teams. And also, I believe it is the Gruesome Twosome.
Right.
Those three teams I'm really excited.
I haven't taken a good look at the teams yet.
For sure.
But I believe some very good and some very well-known players in the community are going to be playing a bit later down the line.
Yeah, I believe Zephyr is proclaimed the #1 2v2 player, and he is gonna play in one of the teams. So I'm really excited to see what specialties he has or other stuff that he knows that we don't know. So for sure, look out for him and his team.
Exactly, he has been really recruiting players to his Discord, trying to get the 2v2 community a bit more active, as it was quite inactive for a while. But it seems to be going well, and I'm very curious if anybody has any right to win. It's probably Zephyr, but he's gonna have to battle against some very good players. First off, what team? We have, I believe, 79 cents with Psyces and Cadia, and Infi with HXXXD and Zephyr. Is that going to be our first game? Do you have any
the first game with Zephyr? First game with Zephyr, really great opening for the games. Hopefully we'll see some... I'm hoping for some runouts or any spawn peaks that Zephyr has for playing so many 2v2s. We'll see for sure. 79 cents? I haven't heard from them, but hopefully they made it past through the other games, so maybe they have other tricks up their sleeves. So we'll see from this game for sure.
Yeah. So, for those unaware, today we're playing Due Process, the greatest shooter that has been ever brought out. It's on sale right now for just 79 cents, less than a cup of coffee. You can't really go wrong with that, right?
That's so cheap.
Just buy it already. It's great fun. Join the community. Maybe join one of the tournaments at one point. You'll maybe be streamed, be casted. It's fun. Join the community, join Discord. Just get the game. Good shooting. We're gonna be looking at some teams play, and maybe they'll be able to convince you, if I haven't already.
Yeah, for sure.
So I have no idea when we're gonna start.
Oh, we're in.
See rosters already. There we go. Yeah, it is 79 cents versus Infi. We see Psyces and Cadia MX versus HXXXD, which I'm just gonna refer to as HD from now on, and Zephyr, our big player here. Excited to see Zephyr, who is very active in the community. If you've been for even 1 minute in the Discord, you see he's permanently active, permanently online, basically.
I heard he only plays 2v2, so we'll see for sure.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a 5v5 yet, but he plays a lot of 2v2s. He is the 2v2 expert, the leading expert in that field, and I just want to see what he's gonna bring to the table. You know, he definitely has the most experience in 2v2s, I believe, right? I don't think there's anybody who's played it more than him.
If honest, with his knowledge with 2v2, he should be winning the tournament technically, since he's been playing all the maps.
True.
I believe there's gonna be new maps later on in the later tournaments.
Not sure, but
Well, if there isn't, then I believe all the other teams are gonna be in trouble because Zephyr is gonna memorize all the maps and be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this is a crossfire over here. Oh, there's a long range over here. This is wall over here, and it's all over and stuff like that." So
Yeah.
we'll
Zephyr
see. This might
definitely
be
has
a
the knowledge.
4-0. We don't know, but I wouldn't count the other team out for sure, though. But
Yeah.
very strong on Zephyr's team, from my
Yeah.
knowledge.
Psyces is a good player as well. Yeah, so 79 cents probably has a chance. Xavier, I'm not sure his aim, or I can't really commentate about his aim. I don't believe I've played too many games with him, but he definitely has the upper hand in knowledge. Let's see if he also has the upper hand in just pure skill, just pure good old head tapping. There's gotta be quick rounds for those unaware, for those who haven't seen the stream yet or haven't played 2v2s yet. These are quite fast. Instead of going till 7 wins, we're gonna go till 4. The maps are shorter, the bombs defuse faster, there's less worry about economics, there are less weapons. So it's just, the idea is players load up ASAP, they just pick whatever. The defenders have just a few seconds really to set up their defenses, after which there's just gonna be a clash. There is a bomb, but that's mostly just put pressure on the map because it usually ends up in just a team deathmatch kind of scenario.
Yeah, I believe you said about 2v2 balance changes are different than 5v5s.
Yeah.
I really do see on most C stores, attackers do have advantage of having multiple charges like every single round. They don't have to like save it or anything like that. So definitely I do see advantages for attacker rounds. Defense, they do get their power weapons if they start losing more often. So I believe the auto shotty in a 2v2 is very good on some people's hand. So we'll definitely see a swing if they get it for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, I believe that the players are still loading into the map.
We are not streaming the match right now, so I think they are still readying up. Let's see if they're in the Discord chats. I don't see them in the chats yet. They might be somewhere else hiding. Might be in private chats.
I mean, in that case, then I believe we have plenty of time to talk about due process in general, I believe. I've seen you play some due process and tens a lot. How do you like the game so far?
It's an absolute blast. I don't have... Well, I'm getting better at the gunplay. I can occasionally get
you've
some
been
good
clutching
plays
rounds
done.
in some games for sure.
Yeah, it's just a lot of recoil control. I think that's probably one of the... early game, it's the strat and like learning how the game works. That's kind of the learning curve there. But once you've gotten past that and you have a fair understanding of the game and its mechanics, I think the next step is just getting good aim and getting good positioning constantly. And that's basically where you can master in. And some of the players are really good at being in the right place at the right time and just tapping heads. Like, I've gotten better at the Ingmar, but some players are just... the weapon doesn't have recoil for them or something. I don't know. They just snap two heads.
Definitely been some aim trainers out there for sure. Just like practicing guns out there, just recoiling for sure. I haven't played much 2v2, but have you played any 2v2? Do you think there's any difference in like the gunplay or like the recoil you said? Or like game mechanics, positioning, and stuff like that?
I think the attackers play significantly more aggressive. They need to be playing significantly more aggressive. You've got... if you take a door charge, that's a clacker and a door charge you're taking with you already. So you got like a nade and a flashbang maybe left. If you mess that up, there's no other team. You're using 3 people, which means 3 flashbangs. So you really need to make your utility count, which does, although you've got basically unlimited resources, kind of, You
Yeah,
don't
I
need to
believe.
worry about future rounds. You can just play every round like it's the last one. There is a limiting factor in how many stuff you can bring, which I think is really interesting, because suddenly it's like, damn, am I really gonna bring the door charge, or do I rather take 2 more flashbangs and go for green?
Definitely a economical like resource situation that you have to look over in 2v2s. I believe definitely what you said about attackers being aggressive is a huge play in 2v2s, especially when the maps are so small. Defenders don't have really much room to go around or rotate or anything like that. Definitely opening up like line of sights with wall charges would be big. Flanks would be with door charges. I haven't seen maps enough, so we have to see from the maps for sure. I've seen some of the first match, and definitely door charging helps flanking around position and catching the defenders off guard. I believe the defenders, they have to react fast enough to win rounds. That's the problem in 2v2s. They definitely have to like react fast enough to like get your situation and position yourself, and so you don't get like cut out and just rushed for sure in this game mode.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for the defenders, a really big part of playing the game is just stalling, even more than in 5v5s. Like, just tossing a barb, even though the defenders haven't flashed yet, which usually in a 5v5 is most of the times not a good molly. If the defenders haven't flashed, you just molly, you're wasting 7 seconds, but who cares? In this game mode though, those 7 seconds are very valuable to the attackers. They need every second they get. So a funny strat is, if they are all going for the same door, you can just molly back to back and just waste half a minute, which really is horrendous for the defenders. It
I
does look
believe we are
like
in game
we're
though.
in the game, and we're starting already, so not
Yeah.
much time for color in 2v2s, it seems. Ooh.
We have Zephyr's attacking and they're door charging.
Yeah,
Into
Infi
sight. And he
is...
flashes a wide swing.
Wow,
Zephyr's gets the
Infi
one.
directly really well played, trying to wallbang with the black tar. They know he's somewhere in there. Oh no, that's the last player. Never mind. It's first round goes to Infi, HD and Xavier. With
That was a very quick round. Definitely, you can see the
basically taking
veteran
no
like
damage.
knowledge from Zephyr planning out a direct plan right into the bomb site. I believe 79 cents was not prepared for that rush. That was a very quick round and a great execution from Zephyr's team, I believe, from Infi.
Let me quickly get map view, because we don't have map view. I don't have audio on my end. Anyway, what do you think they're gonna do here? What's the push on this map?
Honestly, this round, green doesn't look too bad. You just have to open an arcade, just gonna get some really long sight lines. You can blow entrance to open up more pressure, because I believe bomb is right in the open, and you could just have someone in entrance cover the whole map. Defenders do have to play in Telly, I believe, in Delhi. Gray head glitches over into arcade both openings. And it looks like Zephyr is go green. Looks like there's play. No. Oh no, they're defending. So they started into green with the AK. Holding 2 crosses. Definitely gonna get choked out unless they use that nade to get rid of the barb.
Yeah, Kadia getting Xavier down with a beautiful shot. That's how quickly the defenders can fall. It's now up to for HD. They missed the first flash, which means 79 cents only have a nade left, but ooh, HD is getting tagged up. Is doing some returning damage. I think they... Yeah, nade missed. That's good. It's now just a 2v1.
Oh, he's getting low.
But Infi gets wallbanged. That Delhi isn't gonna save you. Very well played from 79 cents, just like Infi played the previous round. It's now 1-1. Kind of a shame to see Zephyr fall that quickly.
Yeah, I was hoping he would have some kind of like head glitch into green, because he barbed green the whole time, but he just wide spin that and then just got caught, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not what you want to do. You want to let them, since the attackers have to play so aggressively, you just want to let them make their mistakes.
Honestly, for defenders, if you make a mistake, it might be a round over. That's how
Yeah.
strong.
You really need 2 people to hold 2 different corners. The attackers almost always have 2 points of entry, and you just need 2 people to hold those. So interesting kill house.
Yeah, I believe most people will go through entry through green because the only problem you can get into sight really quick by flashing into stage and flashing in the corner backside of bomb. Definitely a bar will be very useful for holding it down, but the window is there for the defenders to shoot at the attackers before they reach the barb.
And we see no Saber, it's just Zephyr who's doing 360s. They see the barb, they're probably gonna nade it. Yep, out goes the nade. Smoke, defenders, or offensive smoke even, goes down. They're on the bomb already. Zephyr starting to defuse whilst being covered by Infi. Trying to get some big shots. Ooh, that's
Molly
a really good molly. But Kadia goes down, gets wallbanged through those crates. And Syces just runs in, can't do enough damage. I think very well played by Infi, but a bit too aggressive by 79 cents. They really did not need to rush that there.
They kind of had to because the smoke was blocking one of their players off. Definitely good smoke was played there. Zephyr tucked in, forcing the defenders to either throw the molly, which they did, or push in, which did happen. So that's what happened. And then we go into a C store with. The problem I have with like C stores on these maps is the power breakers. I believe sometimes they're not there, sometimes they are. When they're not there, a blow into teller is so strong, I believe, because you just open a teller, and then the entrance open, and you just have the whole map to yourselves.
Yeah, the wall charge is such a good utility item, especially on attack in 2v2s, because it doesn't take up a util slot, so you can still bring 3 other items besides your entry point item, whilst the door charge does mean you take 1 less flashbang. It looks like that's exactly what they're playing on. 2 flashbangs and a nade going out. Those nades are so powerful for attackers. They get 1 every single time. They do see the freezer door being down. They're preemptively nading that and flashing it. Quite aggressive, but there is nobody there. That's quite a waste of utility, and they're backing off immediately. We're seeing HD and Zephyr playing it slow. The flash completely misses anybody in Delhi. That's not good for 79 cents. Not the best usage of utility there, I think.
Yeah, I believe none of the utility hit the defenders there. No flash, no nades. They just wasted it all in the beginning, hoping to catch someone, I believe, but Zephyr just played it way back with his team, and we're able to get free picks.
That's exactly what happened. And now we're back on another C-store with a big arcade, another entrance. What do you think they're going to be playing here?
Well, it looks like they're going to go entrance, same plan. It looks like they're going to blow also arcade, blow entrance and then go into arcade to go for like a cross pick, maybe trying to catch someone playing aggressive for the defenders, but looks like the defenders are just going to play on site, holding the barb on the bottom of entrance and just holding the opening in arcade.
Yeah, we're seeing exact same loadout from Infi, 79 cents, taking a flare with them as well, and the smoke. I'm not sure if that's the best utility, if I'm being honest. And besides, he's instantly getting taken out, not taking into account that window that there's there. Good molly, that's gonna stall him. No, they're already inside. Zephyr's quick, just running past the molly. And wow, just wins that 1v1. Good aim. The fact that Syces and Kadia just go down that quickly just shows the pure head aiming Xavier does. Just instantly goes for that, 2 taps the defenders on the head. It's nasty. It's quick. It's effective.
Yeah, definitely Zephyr is in his homeland, just running around, just like with pure ego swings, just knowing where they are, checking every corner, and just getting picks.
Xavier
He's
is
in his
having
homeland.
the time of his life, using his black tar, just swinging everything. Very interesting stage. Wow, we've not seen this before in a 5v5 map. This is truly unique to the 2v2 scene. How would you even start playing this?
Honestly, as an attacker, going green isn't too bad, but like you said, stage has so much cover, just covering a lot of angles. It's very difficult. I believe they're gonna have to nade and flash onto stage, nade the barb, and then just try to push through. But an outside barb on green from Zephyr, interesting pick.
They were
Maybe
seeing
playing for audio.
a door charge and a wall charge coming out. It looks like they're planning on doing an interior wall charge, which is very cool. They're taking the saber for some long range.
Saber's a very interesting
Nading
pick.
it deep. Ooh, that's a beautiful nade. It's not gonna get anybody because the defenders backed off quickly enough. 79 cents. Getting both charges off. Great wall banks onto Xavier. Not sure if they know that, but the defenders are getting slightly low. Flashbang not fully connecting, and oh, they instantly forget HD is there with an SMG. And that's the game. 5-1,
Yeah.
beautifully played from Infi. HD getting both kills at the final moment. How else do you want to play that? Kind of a shame 79 cents completely forgot about any person that might be there. They flashed it, so they were wary of that
Definitely.
position, but they didn't follow up with anything, so...
Yeah, the flashes were not deep enough or in places where the defenders were, so they definitely were able to just swing off and play cross with each other. Swinging out into that open room was very detrimental for them, for sure, especially in 2v2. If you lose someone, you just lose so much pressure as an attacker. Definitely, Zephyr did show us like how, even though I did say when you're attacking, you have full advantage as attacker, but holding it down as a defender is pretty impressive, for sure. Knowing, especially with that map knowledge that he has for all the maps for 2v2, definitely playing in. It's
a very big contester. I think that's gonna be Xavier's beautiful win. Infi going to the next bracket, which we'll be seeing tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. He'll be playing again. Turn on sound for me, that's beautiful, thank you. Cool. I did notice indeed. Sounds at the very last moment. Next match. Do we know who is gonna be? Who are the next two teams that are gonna be facing off against each other? The next 4 people. Wow, yeah, I kind of had, I wouldn't say I bet on Xavier, but their team, which we put a lot of emphasis on Xavier because he's very vocal in the community, but HXXXD also played it very well. That final hold, completely well played. Yeah, and by due process, we have got the banner up again. It's 79 cents on Steam. Steam sale
cheaper than
right
coffee.
now. Get it?
Cheaper than water.
Off. It's cheaper than water, exactly. Don't buy water, buy due process. It's more important than water. You can live without water, not without DP. So, get it, join the community. Join the next 2v2 tournament, join the next 5v5 tournament. It's gonna be great. Love having you.
Yeah, definitely. This game deserves so much more for 79 cents. The soundtrack is great. That's one of my personal favorites in the game. The pixel art is one of my favorites. And also the gunplay is a lot more fun, I feel like, than other games where
Yeah.
it's not the same.
It's truly unique. It just feels right. It's a bit tough for some people to get into, but it just feels so good. There's adrenaline moments you get when a plan just perfectly goes to plan, like perfectly executed. It's just amazing. It's the dopamine hit many players are searching for, but are not finding in other games. And we've got our two teams. We got the gruesome twosome. It's Dot Hyped and Rainy the Red King. Big names, big names. Very excited to see them playing in the 2v2 tournament. And we see BDB with Ben Bravo and Aero. I have not seen those two players before, I don't believe. They might be new to the DP scene. They're instantly gonna be heading off against some really big names. Are you familiar with the players of BDB?
I believe I am not, but I believe I am very familiar, like I said, with Gruesome Twosome, Dot Hype, Rainy the Rat King. Very good two players. I believe Dot Hype and Rainy are really aggressive players, especially Dot Hype. I've seen Dot Hype do runouts on 2v2 maps on new players. I hope to see some of it in this match, actually. But maybe BDD knows about the light ping. Maybe the light ping will be enough to stop the runouts, but
Yeah,
I'm not too hopeful to that because they
maybe they're
perfected
professional.
the runouts. Yeah.
And maybe they're professional CSGO players. Who knows? Anyway,
Oh, true.
we're gonna see Dot Hype do some CO clubbing in the next few minutes. We're going on a small 5-minute break. So, see you in a bit. Don't go anywhere. This is gonna be some great people playing.
Yeah, don't.
Hello and welcome back to the second half of the 2v2 tournament, second half of the 32s bracket, which means teams that are actually gone and have won already one match. We've just witnessed Infi versus
79 cents.
the other team. Infi has won. That was Zephyr with HXXXD. The other team was 79 cents, Psyces and Cadia MX, named after the great Steam sale, which due process is on right now. 79 cents. Get it? It's up on Steam. Steam sale, 90% off, less than a bottle of water, less than a cup of coffee. Just try it, even. Just try it. Just try it. If you got free time, a free afternoon, join us. It's gonna be Hog Riders, the final game. Yeah, we've got Hog Riders, which is Be Gentle with a DJENTLE. Very cool way to spell that. And Stang. Be Gentle and Stang. I haven't seen those players before. Very curious to see what they can put on the table. We see the second team is Ridland with Real Rider 257 and Manspreader, which is one hell of a username.
What a name.
What a fucking name. Oh, not sure if I can swear. I'm not familiar with these players. Might be new, might be brand new to due process after buying it for the great sale, 79 cents. Get it now on Steam. Oh no, I am completely wrong. That's the game after this one. We're seeing Gruesome, Twosome, that hyped the Rainy, and BDB, Ben Bravo. We spoke about that before the break and I instantly forgot. That's what you call goldfish memory.
Yeah, the next game is what you said.
Next game is the guy with the
It's gonna be Hog Riders and
so Dot Hyped and Rainy the Red King. These are good players. Ooh, they've got their aim down. They are 5v5 players though, so I'm curious to see how they manage in 2v2. Well, what do you think, Coconut?
Honestly, I believe Rainy is the IGL for Tempo in the 5v5 DPL team. So having an IGL is really good for 2v2. The Hype is excellent fragger, very aggressive player. Swings everything and does a lot of runouts for a lot of maps. I've seen some runouts for 2v2s. So like I said, I want to see some runouts with the Hypes if possible. Maybe Rainy will allow it, but I believe Rainy does try to play conservative and just try to play safe, which it is a tournament, so I can see that. But maybe a run out this game, we'll see for sure.
Yeah, all we know is that these players perform consistently and they perform well. So it's up for BDB, Ben Bravo and Aero to try and overcome that. We aren't as familiar with their background. They might have played due process a lot in the past. They might be new. They might be professional CSGO players for all we know, so they might have excellent aim. Let's see if they can translate that in due process and actually frag out due process and Rainy, who we have also seen in the 5v5 tournament, which will be resuming next week, same time. The two teams are setting up right now. So what would you like to see? We've got Dot Hype the Rainy in the private room set up, and Bravo and Aero are also set up, so all players are present. It's just them loading up. So Coconut, what are you curious to see happen here?
Well, like I said, I was glazing Gruesome Twosome team because I do know the two players, but like I said, I haven't played 2v2 that much. So maybe BDB, Ben Bravo and Earl might be 2v2 like only players that I've heard about.
Oh,
so maybe they have like insights. I mean, they joined the tournament for a reason. Maybe they're best buddies and they just like can telepathically like tell each other what to do and just like push in together. Who knows?
That's true.
We don't know much about them, but maybe they can show us something that we don't know about in 2v2 for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be very curious. They might be extremely good players. They might indeed just be 2v2 players. That's why we haven't seen them that much before. we don't know. Whatever happens, I'm kind of hoping Dot Hype and Rainy lose just so we can hold it up against them. That would be funny.
Just put it above their head.
Yeah. Like, remember that one time you lost a 2v2 tournament?
I mean, as much as you would hope, they do. From what I've seen seeing them play, definitely have a lot of experience and quirks for them.
Yeah, I hope that Hype just doesn't run out with an auto shotgun. Maybe they'll even lose on purpose so they get the auto shotgun on defense, just so
they
they
are
can.
known to do funny strats for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have like a Legos firing squad just opening Stormfront. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. Might wanna not play around too much with the new players because maybe they will take that advantage and maybe turn the game around. We don't know.
That's true.
All just stipulations for sure.
So much speculating we can do. But we'll all see it when the match actually starts, which it will now, any moment. Oh, well, speak of the devil, there we go. It's BDB and Gruesome Twosome, with BDB on the attack and our famous Gruesome Twosome on the defense. So I'll hand it over to you. Walk us through what's happening here.
Honestly, it looks like the attackers are gonna do a standard entrance blow, trying to get control of the whole map. Gruesome Twosome does have a barb for office, but they're not gonna be there, so that barb is gonna be somewhat useless. They do have flashes for entry, but a nade into sight might do something, might get a pick, who knows? But we'll see from the positioning from the players. Rainy playing in the middle of the map, trying to get info for sure. Dot Hype in the back, anchoring. Wall charge goes out. Ben Bravo looking for a pick. Here's some shots from Rainy, I believe.
BDB playing very aggressive. Gruesome Twosome trying to defend, gets tagged up slightly. Rainy is quite low already. They're just gonna toss that nade in. That's a small room. Oh, that's doing damage. Good hiding in corners. Ooh, a bit of rough aim from Ben Bravo, but they managed to pull it back. BDB actually has a proper strategy and manages to push Gruesome Twosome just out of there. Very well played. Good frag also. It's just unfortunate nobody on Gruesome took any damage there, but wow. Quick plays, completely circumventing all barbed wire and anything. Good stuff. BDB isn't going to get 4-0'd or 5-0'd in 2v2.
I believe they're switching to different sides now. It looks like Gruesome is going to go for a crossfire room entry with the wall charge. Interesting, okay. Like you said, you use a wall charge to get some extra utility. But it looks like they're going to door charge into Breezeway also. I thought they would nade it, maybe get some picks. But I guess not. BDD is putting barbs on green, hoping for them to push green, but Gruesome's gonna go away. So we'll see if they can adapt to the charge and different plays that they're gonna hope for.
Yeah, Gruesome Twosome is gonna take quite a bit of heavy utility, only having 2 flashbangs left because of all the charges they took. BDB placing a lot of barbed wire down, having 1 molly. Let's see how well they use it. There's a lot of fire exchange, just you don't want to be making, but Ben Bravo goes for the trade. Very well played. Now all he needs to do is just sit back, relax. Dot Hyped has 1 flashbang left, 2 flashbangs. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, and the trade! No, I wanted to say he's gonna push in, but Dot Hype gets pinged by Ben Bravo and then decides, screw it, this is gonna be the trade. And Ben Bravo just dies too quickly.
Flash was not needed.
Flash was not needed indeed. Impressive how Dot Hype managed to return fire that accurately whilst getting lit up by Ben Bravo. That's some quick thinking there.
I mean, definitely the positioning was great for Dot Hype, holding the long eel for Rainy. Ben Bravo, with the aggressive peak, was not able to trade Dot out. Maybe if Ben Bravo got some headshots, they would have won. But like I said, attackers they do have an advantage because their health pool and having long angles is what they're very known for, having strong peaks. Next map, we see BDD going for a storefront red door play,
Yeah.
not blowing into entrance. Interesting. Trying to get a longer sightline into the site, it looks like, but there is a window in the top right, which Gruesome Twosome does know about, so maybe they can pick the person. Because they are looking at a crossfire, but a 1v1 situation is very possible here.
It looks like we're getting a Flogobard maybe from Dot Hyped, which is definitely going to be valuable. We see some tagging arrow immediately, very tagged. Dot Hyped getting the Flogo off. Oh no, and Ben Bravo has to push through that. That's going to be difficult.
Oh, it's a very sticky situation. He does have a nade though. Maybe he can use the nade.
Yeah, yeah. But they decide to rotate, trying to get some peaks off, but it's not the weapon. Rainy has a Ingmar, that's just gonna be a bit better. Let's see if they can get a good nade. Not a bad nade, it just doesn't connect as well as they wanted it to. Getting flanked now from both sides. Ui, that's gonna be difficult. But they pick up Rainy. They pick up Rainy, low HP, but what happened there? Ben with 3 HP. Do they have enough time? Yeah, they have enough time. What happened there? Dot Hype just got absolutely melted with some headshots. That's just... wow. Incredibly well played from BDB. They seem to be holding up their own. They know what they're doing. These are definitely not new players. Or they've been playing a lot lately.
I mean, they might be the secret 2v2 players that I told you about, like the ones that only play 2v2. Because they're definitely playing well with each other, both swinging and trading. Looks like do you have any opinions about this map? Because I hate this map. Going entry or records, this pillbox is just so strong.
I just really like this map on defense. I generally like the kill house maps
defense for sure
more than offense. Offense just feels like you need so much util to just get the fuck in. It's just so...
pillbox is just such a strong position for defenders. Just
yeah.
It looks like they're gonna
definitely.
Well, Gruesome Twosome does know about the pillbox situation, so they're trying to get in by wall charging in, trying to catch the one in. But BDD is already positioned out of the way. Maybe
one flashbang left. Ooh, great molly from BDB. Rainy with the last flashbang. They're gonna have to make a play off of this. We see Dot Hyped already standing at the ready. And they're moving in at the same time. Does the flash connect to anybody? It does not, I don't think, but there's a beautiful trade going on, and we see Rainy just picking up the last kill. Just Ben not being able to take or do enough damage. Very well played by both teams, honestly. It could have gone either way, but Rainy with the aggressive swing just came out on top with their larger HP pool. Very
definitely
well
that flash really cut out one of the DVD players, so Ben Bravo was able to refrag, but it was not enough to fight against Rainy for sure in this map.
Yeah.
Looks like the game is very close, which is I'm very surprised.
It's good. It's good.
This is good games, yeah. These are good games for sure. We do have, like I said about C stores with power switches and entrance with tellers. I do hope that maybe Gruesome Twosome, if they blow teller, they can hit lights so they can cancel the button press and entrance would be safe. And it looks like they're just gonna go full entrance, so they don't have to press any lights and just have to take long fights, which with their guns, which they only have gurus, and so does BDD with their SMGs. So we'll see.
We see lots of close range weapons coming out. BDB with a entry charge. They're both going for entry. It's gonna be a very aggressive flash and frag. Gruesome Twosome, is just hiding way out in the back. There's no really good position for the defenders to flash. They're letting their way in. It's not doing much. Maybe clearing out a barb. Flashbang not getting anything either.
Oh,
And
Molly.
wow, the defenders mollying themselves, cutting themselves off, which means
Holding
Rainy
across.
can only push up. And that's such a shame. They completely messed up. Gruesome Twosome kind of shot themselves in the foot there, and just trickling in one by one is not the play you want to be making there. You need to go in either both at the same time or not at all, because just Rainy going in first, getting taken down, then Dot just getting taken down, who already exposed his position, throwing that molly. That was just beautiful from BDB. Very well played, even though they missed a few flashes. They picked up the victory for 3-2.
Yeah, they were able to play their 2v1s actually. So very
They played the
favorable for them.
2v1s.
Looks like Gruesome Twosome is going for a record blow, trying to get into bomb as fast as possible, but BDB is ready for that with an extinguisher. Maybe they'll play close and aggressive with that. Maybe get some wall bangs from backstage, it looks like.
Yeah, we see no Flogo coming out, so it's just gonna be a extinguisher there. We see a neck 11, so we're trying to get some wall bangs. Gruesome Twosome playing quite aggressively. 2 flashbangs and a frag combined with a shotgun. Let's see what they're gonna be planning on doing. It's gonna be a very aggressive attack and a very strong defense. So almost shotgunning your teammate in the face there.
Different
that
play
Molly
for what
isn't
they...
aware of the second hole being made, flashing really close. That's a good flash on Ben Bravo. He just sprints and shoots.
Did he just do a sideways kill?
Just not even hip fire, just shooting while sprinting. And Arrow picking it up from Rainy the Red King. Look at that recoil control though. That weapon has some serious knockback, and Arrow just
Definitely
keeps it in
an
a straight
impressive
line.
recoil control.
They have played these games before, and although I believe it was Dot who just I don't even know what to call that. It was sprinting whilst firing, so they had to like look weirdly up and wacky strats.
I mean,
Weird.
from that perspective, I don't know if they're playing serious. I'm not gonna lie. That was just silly with them.
I mean, they could have hip fired, but that's just disrespect. They kept their finger on the shift key all the way through.
Maybe it was for content, just for the content.
Just for the content. That was pretty funny. So, oh my god, look at Dot. So what are we gonna see here? Are we gonna see a swing out?
It looks like, since it is game point, Dalhype does have the auto. Very strong gun for defenders. Dalhype does play aggressive, like I said. It might be a run out, like I wish for.
Oh, it's gonna be a run out. Look at that, lining up at the red door. This is so definitely gonna be a run out, but they were just a bit too late, missing the closer player, and that far player, Erno, just takes out Dalhype like he wasn't even an issue to begin with. And we see Rainy holding that door, but oh no, both attackers are switching to the green door. Rainy just doesn't know where they are. No, Rainy! Audio, get a surround sound headset. Oh, that's such a shame. BDB keeping their flashbang and nade even. Just a clean win with a 5-2. Gruesome Twosome, the dream team, has been completely demolished by players we've never seen before. That was good. That was good. I like that a lot.
They were. You were hoping for Goopenstein's or not Goopenstein.
Hype's and
Hype's team. Gruesome Twosome to go down, and it happened like with 2 new players that you have to watch out. They're Dark Knights definitely had, like he said, had the aim, had the coordination, definitely had the impact for sure. They knew what they're doing, and Gruesome Twosome did not take it serious, it looked like. And yeah, they lost. Very surprising event.
They did put on some serious defenses, but some points they also just were goofing around. I'm not sure how serious they were taking the event, but don't take it away from Ben and Arrow. They played it really well against some really good players. I'm curious to see if they've played this game before.
It looks.
A little while before, obviously. I'm sure they had a few practice rounds in, but I'm curious to see how they're gonna take this in the future. Are they maybe gonna join the 5v5, join a big team? Who knows? Anyway, it's the end of a round.
Yeah.
By DP, you want to do this one, or should I?
No, you can do it.
By DP. It's 79 cents right now on Steam. It's 90% off. Greatest game ever made. I know that for a fact. I've played it a lot. It's great. It's
now.
Cheaper than a chocolate bar, a bottle of water, or a cup of coffee. Just get it. 79 cents. Like that's Euro cents, and pretty sure that's also just in US currency the same. It's very cheap. Just get it.
Yeah. Super cheap. You don't even have to get it for yourself. You can get it for other friends.
Yeah. We saw a guy in Discord who just said, I bought it for myself and 6 of my mates, so he just got the entire squad a copy of DP.
Well, he definitely got a stack for unranked. Yeah. Definitely, if you already have it, definitely get it for your friends, family, dog, cat. It's 79 cents. Just might as well just pick it up while you can.
And do it now before the sale ends, because it is gonna get back up to, what is it usually, like $12, $10, something like that. It's so get it now. It's cheap. It's really cheap right now.
Super cheap, yeah.
The supporter
It's a
pack
steal
is also
right now.
on sale. I believe that's really fun if you want to get blue skins. Who knows? By the way, I'm not sure if we have another break waiting for us.
Oh,
Goomer,
just right into the next map.
Oh no, we're right into the next one. Hulk Riders, Be Gentle and Stang versus Ridland, Real Rider 257 and Men Spreader. This is the team we were talking, or the match we were talking about earlier. Men Spreader is one hell of a name.
Very interesting for sure.
Very interesting. Or at least I haven't seen any of these players before. So these either are also 2v2 players exclusively.
Might be 2v2 players, like I said, for that last
players. Or these are brand new players who bought it on the Steam sale. We see a lot of new faces around in the Discord, and it's just fun. It's just great. Lovely to see the community also just helping the new players, just answering questions, getting them up to speed as fast as possible so they can play this beautiful game. This is going to be one very interesting match. This is the moment where both of these teams can really prove themselves and establish a name. Maybe one of them will even go on to just win the 2v2 tournament. It's great fun. I believe the rewards for this tournament are just honor and glory, but maybe even a back patch down the line. Who knows?
You might get a really cool Discord role. Who knows?
Ooh.
Those are really shiny.
Discord roles are really cool, I believe. We see some fun community stuff. I don't see either. Yeah, we do. We see Be Gentle, definitely Discord. So the players are online and are ready to go. It's gonna be any moment now that we're jumping into the match. You got any thoughts on this, Coconut?
Well, like you said, these are new players I haven't heard of, but judging from their names, like Hog Rider, that's from a mobile game, I believe.
Yeah,
Clash of Clans, I believe. So maybe they're new players. That's what I'm guessing. So they might not have that much experience, but who knows? The other team, I don't know what. Yeah, new players, don't know what's gonna happen. Really excited to see if they pull anything off.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna see some different strategies than we saw in the first 2 games, with both teams having at least quite a bit of experience at least. We see Hawk Riders instantly taking out the big AK, and we're jumping in men spreading pro. That's his name has been upgraded. It seems we're having men spreading pro right now with the nade and the smoke, and Real Rider with 2 flashbangs, meaning they're going for entry. We see Stang and Be Gentle setting up for that though, setting more in the back, hoping to dodge the first flash, maybe the first frag as well.
They heard of glass breaking, so they know where they're going, at least one of them for sure. Any utility being used? No, just
Very
dry
aggressive
peeks.
swing doesn't work. That's a shame. See Real Rider trying to get some wall bangs, doing some damage. Stang is extremely low and they're out of ammo. Oh no. Rightland is off to not the best start. Hawk Rider's just holding those angles, just punishing those wide swings. I also saw Ridland shooting the glass out, which maybe they just felt like it. Maybe they didn't know they could just run through it. Is Ridland the new team on the block, and are they getting their Hawks ridden by Hawk Riders? I don't even know where I was going with that.
I'll tell you what, man spreading pro might be man spreading himself after that
Wow,
play.
that's a profound way of saying things.
So you might have
might
to
be.
retract that name from the pro and go back to being man spreading.
Yeah. We're missing the pro bit a bit here. And we're instantly onto C-Store, where there is no green. Wow. The attackers being kind of at a disadvantage here, having no option for the green. I think they were going for it anyway. We see a door charge coming out. So they're door charging the red door, it seems. Maybe even wall charging as well. Might as well. We see some good barbs going out. Real Rider and the blowing entrance. Okay, Stang, be gentle. Blowing entrance, they do have a nade. If they flash or nade short, and they do not.
Real Rider with a rat play.
And there we go, that's what I was waiting for. Be gentle, trading out his teammate with Real Rider and then finishing up with men spreading pro. Another good round for Hawk Riders. Really good start for Ridland. I really like that ambush they set up there, but swinging out of freezer like that, not sure if that was the best play. Going out like a hero.
They still had a frag and a flash, so they definitely were able to flush him out with those. If not,
yeah, I definitely felt like that was going to be a good moment to rotate, knowing that the enemy had TARs, just waiting for them in Teller or something. But oh well, 2020. Wow, this is one beautiful cage. You got any thoughts on this?
I believe this map, if you don't move your pucker, you get stuck in cage. So
Really?
someone has to kick. Yeah, one of the defenders gets stuck. So I hope they move when they're puck. Maybe. For sure. This one for attackers, a wall charge into pillbox might not be bad. Actually, just trying to get access control of the pillbox since it does cover up a good amount of the map. But it looks like they're gonna use a door charge and a torch, maybe going to the top right side of the map, trying to get into entry to there.
It's torch, so they're definitely going for that cage. Keep an eye out on pillbox. There is luckily nobody in pillbox. Quite an expensive way and dangerous way of getting in.
They have only one flash, so I don't know how they're gonna have to flash both of them, or maybe
a bit too far away with Clacker. And there we go, going in quite aggressively. Only one flashbang, just not aiming where they need to be aiming. Wow. There you go, just being lined up, getting taken out. I'm not sure what the plan was there, but it didn't work out for Ridland. Hawk Riders getting another victory there. Are they just gonna just wipe them clean off the face of the earth with just a 5-0?
I mean, the difference between I'm seeing from Hog Riders and Ridlanders is Hog Riders are using their flashes effectively, and Ridlander is just dry peeking everything. So they gotta start using their utility, or they're just gonna get picked off easily. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, I think so as well. Ridland is not using their utility to full potential and pushing that red door with only one flash, which hasn't even been tossed. It's just dangerous.
I mean, we'll see the difference for this map. They did switch. Switch. They do have the auto.
Yeah, Ridland is behind, so they have the auto shotgun out. Let's see if they can use it better than Dot
Oh,
could
what
use
barb
it.
into red. You really
Ah,
know. That's when you really
okay.
know the
So
skill
there we
difference
go.
and
The suspicion
experience.
was correct. Ridland is a very fairly new team on the block. Not as experienced, so that's probably contributing to their decisions here. Hulk
Good
Rider's
smoke.
going in. We see Real Rider in Freezer with the auto, but they are just not going to be useful unless Hulk Riders gets way too close. Teammate survives the nade. They're already on bomb, but one of the defenders is in smoke. This is their chance. Real Rider is going down, but Man Spreading Pro played it beautifully, getting out Stang. Good molly. That's really gonna just
It does
stall for time.
delay the be
They
gentler
do
to
have a
pushing the
nade.
bomb.
If no, they do not actually. Be Gentle has no time. Oh no! Don't flare.
Oh.
No.
Honestly, well played
Ah!
for men spreading.
Yeah.
Oh, he just got it just in
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Luckily, Stang was really far down with the defuse already. Ridland could have had that. I don't really understand why they would swing Teller like that. I'd just say close the Teller door and just stall. Just make the attackers uneasy, and as soon as he tries to defuse or go for that, you can just swing out. Don't don't swing out whilst he's aiming at the door where you're gonna swing out from. That's just silly. You're just walking into his line of sight. Don't do that. That's dangerous. You'll get shot. Um, this is quite a famous C-Storm map for 2v2, I believe. We see this one quite often.
I mean,
What's the best way to approach this, in your opinion? Because that red door on the right just feels like a death trap every single time, unless you also split push from that green door.
well, this one you can just probably blow entrance because the entrance blow covers the teller door, so that person who's stuck in teller can't swing out from the person holding a long range entrance. It looks like they are gonna do that, having teller blown and having someone in entrance just holding a long angle and trying to get some picks or damages. They do see one of them next to bomb. No one's pressuring them off the teller button, so they're just able to open that for free.
Yeah. Let's see if... Ooh, that's not a good molly. That doesn't go through the walls. Fire doesn't go through bulletproof glass. We see a beautiful rotation with one of the teammates swinging through entry. And now it's just closing in on the last defender who's holding out on bomb with the SMG, but just doesn't get their shots to land where he needs them to. Real Rider just surviving barely and winning that. It's now a 4-1. Rydland has played that good. Wow.
They finally finally in the game. 1-4 is not over yet.
They're back in the game. Really nice rotation. That's what I wanted to see. Like, if you have that teller control with one person in it, the second one can just rotate through entry. No point in being there with the two of them. And that rotation really caught Hog Rider off guard. Very, very well done. We're back on this map. That doesn't happen a lot, right? That 2v2 maps.
I believe 2v2 maps there's not much in the pool, so seeing it definitely is out of really the norms. Maybe
Yeah.
they have something different. They are on game point, Hog Riders on attack, and Redlands on defense. They do have a Molly and a Bard, but Man Spreader just not bringing anything. Yeah, looks like
Ooh.
he brought Extinguisher and Flare only, which is
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think
useless on
that was a
Cement.
auto fill.
Yeah.
If you don't pick anything, you'll just get filled with the standard kit, and that's the standard kit. That's not good for Ridland. I don't know why he was tapped out, but that's gonna be real tough. The barb is slightly sticking out, which means it can get naded. That's rough. Stank running in, but ooh, Pillbox being held really well. There's gonna be some early damage. Getting flashed, but oh no, Hawk Rider's teammates just get absolutely destroyed by Real Rider.
Real Rider
Wow.
really coming with the wide swing.
Real
Definitely,
Rider swinging that Ingmar.
I believe Hawk Rider should have been able to trade him, but he swung in a position where he wasn't able to be traded. So Real Rider was definitely taking that advantage and able to swing to the other person.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good swing, especially that early pick on Stang, getting him low, just made it so Real Rider could easily finish the job there with the Ingmar, who can just take him out in 2 shots at the body or 1 at the head. It's well played. Good pinching maneuver. 1 in pillbox, 1 flanking from the side. This is what you want to see. Like, if the attackers are going to be aggressive, just be aggressive back.
I mean, maybe Redlander, maybe they're back on track. Maybe they're focused, locked in after
They
all the
can
matches.
still tie. Yeah, definitely. We see Ridland coming again with 2 Black Tars, Hawk Riders, setting up with a bit more long-range weapons for, I
They
would
don't have a
say, probably
clacker for the door charge.
interesting way of clearing out resources by Hawk Rider. Ridland having quite a bit of utility. They're gonna be trying to decide which way they're going. It seems like they're both going arcade anyway. They did bring a door charge, but arcade door is kicked, so I'm curious to see what they're gonna use that on. They do
I
have a
don't think they
nade for
can
that
use
barb.
it.
If they nade that barb, I think Real Rider might be dead. But they decide to just flank around and I don't know, somebody is there. Oh no. Real Rider is really close to Be Gentle right now. And Be Gentle does know where they are.
Oh, the rat play
Be Gentle just
gets mollied.
bullies themselves? Oh, that's such a shame. Hawk Rider just messing up. Just
Huge misplay.
molotoving
That was a
their...
huge
Oh,
misplay.
wow. Ridland pulling that together, even though Be Gentle had a beautiful flank. Both attackers had no idea where he was, but a huge misplay. And that cost them the round. I would love to see Ridland actually tossing that nade into that barb. That would have been really good, but you never
mean,
know. You never know when you might need it.
for a team that just started this game, who brings door charges with no clacker or just bars red door, they're holding out really well. They still have one more round and they're tied.
Yeah, last round. I believe does 2v2 tie? Wait,
No, I believe they have
no.
one more round after this.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's this is round 8 out of 9. So 2v2 doesn't tie. So Ridland needs 2 more matches to win, and they can definitely do it if they're keeping up what they're doing right now. We see again both teams having 1 short range, 1 long range weapon. They're blowing in the red door, instantly taking out Man Spreader. That's not good. We see a Shorty.
Oh.
Shorty is not the weapon to have in your hands right now.
He gets one
Or
though.
they get one, but they are too
Oh.
slow. That's such a shame. Hawk Riders just clearing it up. They pulled their stuff together. They said, alright, playtime's over. Time to win. And they done so, which means it's the last defuse, last round, and it's gonna end the game with 3-5 for Hawk Riders. Congratulations, Hawk Riders, with a beautiful victory there. I
can't-
really like that match. Don't
Yeah,
you?
that was a really fun match.
Yeah.
Seeing like the new players coming up with different strats and different plays, and then we have the other team, the winners of DVD, I see. No, Hog Riders.
Hog Riders who won over DBD, I believe, right? Or...
Yeah, you can definitely tell the experience difference
Yeah.
between the two teams. But
Yeah.
really, it got really close, which got me very surprised on that.
Yeah, Hog Riders messed up a couple of times, which DBD definitely took advantage of. It's just that DBD doesn't quite have the experience to pull it back. Like you said, barbing a red door, being too far off with auto shotguns, just bringing a door charge without a clacker. There might be some communication issues there as well. But
I don't know if it was communication. It's more like experience difference. I think they probably thought, oh, you can just use the door charge and like the clacker was just an accessory. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah. Anyway, I believe that's the last game for tonight. Yep, it is. So we've just been watching the last game of the 2v2 tournament of Due Process. Well, not the last game of the 2v2, the last game for tonight 2v2. Tomorrow the final few games will be played and a victor will be chosen by Due Process. It's 90% off on Steam. It's 79 cents. That's not expensive. Cheaper than a bowl of water, cheaper than a cup of coffee.
A couple of CSGO cases you can just play and sell.
If you're a gambler like Coconut, a couple of CSGO cases. Like, what are we talking about? It's cheap. Join the community, join Discord, maybe join a tournament of your own. Make a team. Get it for your friends. I mean, it's 79 cents. You could just buy an entire esports team right now. Just set it up. Join the tournaments. Maybe even win some money. Yeah. Greatest
we'll get
investment.
there. Not right now, but we'll get there for sure.
Like, don't invest in Bitcoin, guys. Invest in Due Process. Either way, I've been Troy, and I've been joined by Coconut. You want to say something?
Definitely exciting new games that I really wanted to watch. I mean, we saw Zephyr, and then we saw the new team DVD knockout Gruesome Twosome.
Rainy.
Yeah. And then Ridland, I mean, they look promising. They knew what they're doing, so we'll see if they can make it to the semifinals and the finals. We'll see.
Yeah, we definitely saw some teams that are worthy of the #1 spot, and we'll be seeing those tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Pleasure to cast with you, Coconut. And
yeah, for sure.
We'll see you next time.
Adios. Bye-bye.